everybody, how are you? This is Andreja and welcome to the second episode of my doll restoration and maintenance series. In today's video I will show you how you can improve your doll's poseability by hot gluing the joints and how to restring your doll back together. So let's continue from where we left off last time. We have all our doll parts on our table. But before we start restringing it, I want to apply a thin layer of hot glue on the joints. That will make your doll less kicky and improve the poseability by quite a lot if done properly. We will need some scissors, cardboard and hot glue gun. Let's begin with the largest joints, just so you can see things as clearly as possible. Here is how the upper leg part will sit and the range of movement. You always want to apply the hot glue in the socket of the joint. If you put glue on the ball section, then it might be visible in certain positions. This is why it's better to do all the work in the socket. Same thing for the knee. We don't want the glue to be visible, so we only apply it in the socket. Alright, let's cut a couple of thin strips of cardboard. We won't need too many. Then add a little bit of hot glue and spread it thinly around the joint socket. Just like this. Now let's add some more. You will see that the hot glue hardens really fast, so you can almost immediately check if the legs fit in the socket nicely. It is really easy to add too much of the glue, which will then create some really ugly gaps between the joints. We want to avoid that, so only apply a very thin layer. I'm happy with this, so let's move on to the knees and repeat the same process. Nice! All done. Let's keep going. You can see here that I added too much glue and the foot does not sit nicely in the ankle socket. So what we need to do is remove some of the glue. It is not too difficult to do that, just use some tweezers and peel off the glue. This is much better. I will actually leave things like this since I still have half of the socket layered with glue. It should be more than enough, but if not, we can add more glue later on. Let's keep repeating the same steps for all the joints. This method will work with most ball-jointed dolls, but there are a few exceptions depending on the body design. Cool! This is all done. Now we can put the doll back into one piece. We will start with the arms and chest, so let's lay down all the parts in the correct order. Now have your elastic and string puller ready. Make sure you double check so that all the left parts are on the left and right parts are on the right. This is where the photos that we took in the first video come in handy. They can be great guides if you get confused. As you can see, this part is pretty self-explanatory. Just start by positioning the elastic in the chest cavity and string the first arm together. You may need a ribbon for parts that are too narrow for the string puller. Arm number 1 is done. Let's do the same for the other. Yay, all done! If you feel that the elastic is not tight enough, you will need to shorten it and string the arms again. It is one of those things that take a bit of patience. Time to begin with part 2. Using the larger elastic, we will have it going from one foot all the way up the chest and neck, holding the head, and then move all the way down to the opposite foot. Nice! Now let's fix the head onto the neck. Here I am using the forceps to hold the elastic from escaping back into the chest cavity. It is also a good way to keep even tension between the two sides. So for the legs we do the exact same steps as with the arms. It is really that simple. Yay, we've done it! Our doll is all back into one piece. I am so pleased, she really looks like a brand new doll. And the hot glue really helps so that she can hold the poses much better than before. She doesn't randomly kick or flop anymore, which makes me less worried that she might fall on her face when leaving her standing on her own. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you've learned a thing or two. Also, special thanks to my Patreon supporters who are making all these videos possible. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment and share. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I will see you again next week. Bye!